Okay, we're good to go. So good afternoon, everybody. I hope you received our email this morning welcoming you to Team San Diego. Ashley and I are super excited, and I promise we're not going to take up the rest of your afternoon. We know it's a very, very busy month, very stressful and exhausting month, that is, with all of the new systems we have in place. I know Aviva just mentioned it, but we have 4 major systems that we all need to get trained on this month, and we will get through it together. We are here to support you. We are here to help you use that self-directed time to your advantage, connect with your families once we get those rosters, and we will be good to go by September 1st, knock on wood, right? We will try our very best to provide families with the best Compass experience. And before we kind of talk a little bit about the WIG, the wildly important goal, and how we can really utilize that piece to ensure that all of our scholars are being set up for success in terms of what our role is going to be. And everybody does have a part and a say in meeting that goal. For example, the K-5 team needs to prepare their scholars to have the foundational skills to be successful if they're a grade level behind. Obviously, they're not going to meet those graduation requirements, so on and so forth. So before we kind of get into that, I just wanted to get to know all of you and do a quick icebreaker activity. I'm going to be sharing my screen, and I'm also going to be taking notes on a Google site. I'll share it with everybody after this meeting, and we can kind of just host all of our notes in one place. I love Google Docs, but it kind of gets a little messy if we're constantly adding to that. So Google Sites will keep things nice and organized, have a different table of contents. So I'll be sharing that with y'all after this meeting. And again, I promise I won't take up the full hour. And I'm also new to Zoom, like you all are. I can't wait for that extra training that we have. So forgive me for taking a few seconds to start the share screen. Okay. Go. Okay, can you guys see my screen? You can shake your head, or okay, I see it. I was gonna say either type in the chat or shake your head since I see your faces. All right, so I wanted to do a quick icebreaker with a 1 wow and 1 wonder. And I'm thinking if we have some sort of collective themes behind this wonder, we can take it back to leadership and kind of brainstorm how we're going to alleviate these type of wonders, if you will. But again, I just wanted to thank you all so much with how patient you've been. I know this August calendar, when you first saw it, was extremely overwhelming. So my wow is I'm really in awe of how patient you've all been as you saw the August PD schedule and your willingness to jump right in and roll with the punches. I appreciate everyone's flexibility and understanding as we navigate through all of this training together to provide CCS stakeholders with the very best Compass experience. Like, as I said before, we will get through it together and we are here to support you. My wonder is, with all of these extensive AVID training, AVID training, how can we better equip our families to see the value in technology and how to prepare scholars to be 21st century learners? So how can we share these resources with our LCs, and how can we embed these AVID tools in learning labs, live sessions, Q&A sessions, things of that nature? So I am going to have Ashley go next, but in the effort to keep things organized, we can go alphabetically down by participants list, if that's okay with you all. So Ash, when you're ready, you want to share your 1 wow and 1 wonder, and I'll go ahead and take notes on the screen here.
Yep, sounds good. I guess my main wow would be, since I went to the AVID conference last year in person, was how they managed to get it all digital, and it will hopefully help us with a lot of tools since we are a virtual/home-based school. And I guess my wonder would be just more information on how we're going to use the tools that they teach us to really make those online digital portfolios, help our scholars, and hopefully that will help with our WIG. So if they have everything in their portfolio, they'll have everything nice and organized for graduation. So hopefully it all ties together. I'm sorry, I just said hopefully 10 times. I have a little bit of pregnant brain right now.
We're all hopeful.
Yes, and yeah, I feel like the apparently little kid on that one video. Apparently, I'm like, hopefully.
That was his favorite word. He must have learned it and wanted to use it in every single sentence. That was hysterical. I don't know if you guys saw that, but
Nice spirit animal for the day,
yeah,
apparently.
it was adorable. All right, let me go back up to the participants list. It looks like Adriana is next, and then Alex, and then Alyssa.
Hello.
Hey, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. I don't know. Okay, I guess my wow is, coming in. I really took a break. So last night I was looking at through some of my emails for today, and I'm just like in awe as far as the organization that all the leadership team has done to so we're prepared for today and and the beginning of the school year. Wonder, I guess, just what changes are going to come that's directed towards my position and how I'm going to be able to best support not just the scholars, but also, the whole team.
Beautiful. Thanks for sharing, Adriana. I think Alex was next.
Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. My wow is, I guess, how much information or how much information is on the Avid training, how much interactions, how many people are engaged. It's a wonderful experience. And I wonder is how are we gonna do all this with the new LMS and the new everything? But I'm sure, like we always do, we'll manage and we'll work it out.
Great outlook. Alyssa?
I have my wow. I've been just talking to a lot of homeschool parents, and just the way that they're diving in and committing to like educating the communities around them has been really inspiring to me. And my wonder, I'm wondering how, especially at OCLC, where our families really value in-person, hands-on learning, how we're going to pivot to make sure it's a meaningful learning experience for all of the kids this year.
Great question. Okay, Andrea, Ashley, and then Becky.
Me, right?
Hi, my dear. Yes.
Hi. Okay. Oh, okay. My wow. I'll still think on that one. My wonder is, I wonder if everything new is going to be the solution to all of our problems. I hope it fixes everything.
And go ahead, Andrea, if you want to think about your wow, just put it in the chat. Oh, go ahead. You got it. Okay, go ahead.
No, just give me, I'm good.
Just put it in the chat when you think of it.
Okay. Okay.
Thanks for sharing, Andrea. Ashley?
My wow is probably just how many new platforms that we have and all of the information that we've already gotten to learn about Avid today. It's been definitely a lot of new stuff coming this year. And my wonder is how Avid is going to look for the online scholars. Could be something that's more geared towards brick and mortar. So I'm excited to see how we can use that for online scholars.
Thanks so much, Ashley and Becky, and then Brooklyn. Did we lose you, Becky?
Oh, she posted it in the chat. It looks like
Oh,
she isn't able
thank you.
to speak. Yeah.
A lot of check here. Yeah, see, the chat's not popping up for me. I just tried to open it. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's not being. I can't
Do you want me to read it for you?
That would be beautiful. Thank you.
Okay, it says, "Hi everyone, sad not to see you all in person. I'm going to have to type. I had mouth surgery and I'm not able to talk. My one wow is how fast summer break ended, smiley face, and my one wonder is how the options department is going to work with new leadership, no regional coordinators."
Thanks for reading that, Ashley, and thank you for adding that piece, Becky. I hope you're feeling better. I'm just going to. Okay, Brooklyn, and then Christina.
Okay, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
So my one wow is all of the new information and new systems that I came back to. And then my wonder is how myself being an SST can put these to use to help the teachers and scholars.
Thank you, Brooklyn. Christina, then Crystal.
Okay, hi everyone. My wow today is how fast my day went by today with all the training, and it was a fast-paced training at Avid too. And my wonder is how Avid would impact the school year for all the scholars that we'll have this year.
Thank you, Christina. Crystal, and then Debbie.
Hey, everyone. So my wow is hearing all the new positions and then where some positions moved. My wow is finally things seem to be put in the right places now. And then wonder, really what keeps coming to my mind is, what grade am I teaching? I'm being honest.
Thank you, Crystal. Thank you for being so direct. I think Debbie was next, and then in alphabetically says Doctor. So Dr. Harris is after Debbie.
Okay, hi, I'm Debbie. My wow is learning more about the personalized learning plan that is going to be implemented this year. I really got a chance to look at it because I work summer enrollment. And for the options side, it's really going to help us keep ourselves organized and keep communication with our LCs all in one centralized location. So I think it's going to be much easier to disseminate information. So I'm really happy with the changes, organizational changes that have come through. And my wonder is going to be, how am I going to get my LCs to buy into the Avid Digital XP program, and how much support will they need from me? And if there is I guess, a coordinator that I would send them to if they needed further support. Not sure how it's going to look for the options side.
Hey, Case.
That's it.
Andrea put hers in the chat box. Do you want me to tell you what that is?
Thanks, Jen. Yeah, for some reason, I'm not able to click on over to the chat. I'll have to do some digging, but go ahead.
She just said her WOW is participating today together with our staff, and our training was really great.
I see that now. I just was able to find it. It looks like it was hidden behind another box. Thanks, Jen. I'm going to add that in there. Did I miss anything?
And then just, did you get the whole thing?
I think so.
And then her Team San Diego is her WOW, her other WOW.
Team San Diego. I'm going to emphasize that. Thanks, Jen. And thank you, Debbie. I appreciate that comment. Dr. Yulan, and then Elaine and Erica.
Hi, everyone. My wow is what JJ said this morning about us being the only 100% trained, the only like virtual school traditionally being trained on Avid. So that was a big wow for me because it seems like everybody should be trained, I guess, on Avid at this point. My wonder now is how we will use this Avid training to be most effective for our families in virtual education.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Erica, and then Erin.
Hi, okay. So I'll go ahead and start off with, wow, I was surprised that I teared up this morning. Those stories were touching. They're always touching. I love hearing the personal stories from those who have experienced Avid. Kind of brings it to light. And then my wow, that was my wow. My wonder is, I wonder if I'm gonna learn any new strategies that kind of strike me as being something that will have a huge impact on our scholars and something that I would like to put into practice this year.
Thank you so much, Erica. Erin?
Okay, hi. My wow, I'm saying wow about all of the changes this year, the LMS and SIS and Zoom and everything, so all of the changes. And my wonder is how Avid is going to, how Avid's going to apply to math, so learning the strategies. I'm just curious about the strategies for math from Avid. So I wonder.
Thanks, Erin. And it looks like I accidentally skipped over Elaine for some reason. I think moved up and then back down. So Elaine, I apologize for that. Go ahead.
Hi, this is Elaine. I wanted to say that, wow, the amount of work that's gone into all of the new systems, to putting together this virtual PD, to coordinating with Avid. And I know there's so many people who over the summer entered new positions like our principals. So thanks to you guys for pulling this all together so that we can start 2021 on schedule. And my wonder is how we will be working together as teams across the different programs. We have 3 scopes, but we also have 2 programs. So wonder what that's going to look like and how we're going to support our goals with, especially with our seniors. I don't have any experience working with option seniors, so like I'm kind of interested to know how that goes graduation wise on their side, and hopefully we can kind of collaborate to see, devise some strategies that work for all of our, juniors and seniors, supporting them as they make that transition into adult life.
Well said, Elaine. Thank you for sharing. I think we're on to Erin Whitehead and then Gina.
Hi, my wow is just how fast we hit the ground running. It was like back into old habits right away. And my wonder is I'm just really curious to see how all the new platforms will be and look and user friendly, and I'm excited for some changes.
Thank you so much, Erin. Ina?
Okay. Just I just like everybody else, everybody kind of got my ideas, but I was just in wow as to how much time, people put over the summer with all the different programs, different changes and positions, and just kind of like hitting the ground running fast with all these different trainings that are going to be going on basically for the whole month. And my wonder is just like, I wonder if all these changes are really going to make things easier for all of us, and how AVID is going to be able to help all of our scholars.
Apparently I can't type anymore. Thanks, Gina.
No problem.
Jan and then Jen.
Jan Marquez? Yes, right?
Yep.
Okay, my wow is that it is exciting to see how many new digital tools there are to allow us to innovate and collaborate with staff, families, and scholars. But my wonder is that while all of these tech integration and resources such as AVID are great, I wonder how families, scholars, and staff will find the ability to find balance in learning these great digital tools, as well as learning in general, while coping with so many of the uncertainties of today. I just wanted to point that just like in the recent months alone, I had 2 scholars who were experiencing severe anxiety, and that had a huge impact on their learning. So all of these tech integration is amazing and innovative, but I think the real question for me is, how do we find that balance?
Absolutely. Great point. Jen and then Joyce.
Okay, my wow is how big we've become. Because I've been here 6 years, and when we were like under 100 employees, we were so small. And so that to me is, when he said we're over 200, I was like, what? So, and just feeling kind of overwhelmed in today's training, but also like a good, excited, overwhelmed. So it was like I was overwhelmed in a good way because I was busy and it was exciting, and there was training and I got to see familiar faces, but also kind of overwhelmed by it all. My wonder, and you know this because I've been texting you, is like, when are we gonna, what do meetings look like this year? Like, are we gonna cross collaborate with 8th grade teachers? Are we gonna just be San Diego? Like, will we get to talk to other 8th grade teachers? Because that's what I teach. And just meetings, rosters, and curriculum, just with it all being new. I have a lot of wonders just because I've been here through a lot of changes, and so changes are good, but just wondering a lot. Thank you.
Thanks for sharing, Jen. Julia.
Can I interrupt for a minute, Casey?
Yeah, of course.
Can you please put the link into the chat? There's a couple of people that still want to come in. Thank you, Crystal.
Yep. Oh, you got it, Crystal? Thank you, Crystal. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's hard for me to go back and forth with screens using Zoom. It's Adobe seems to be a lot more user-friendly in that regard, but we'll get the hang of it. Julia, and then Linda Eddy, and then Linda Larson.
Hi, I'm Julia. Wow, I am overwhelmed. Wow. And for wonder, I wonder with the bill that passed and the wait pool, if any of these new families will be with us. I wonder. That's all for me.
Thank you, Julia. Linda Eddy.
Hi, my wow is all the new changes and systems that is really exciting to see, and then I wonder how they're all going to pan out, and I'm excited about the new ordering system for the vendors, and then I wonder when we can get back to normal and have our classes at the OCLC in person. So hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon is right. Thank you, Linda. Linda Larson?
Hi, my wow is just how much was done over the time when we weren't together, and how flexible everybody was, because you throw in a couple nice little SB 98s and things just go crazy. So I'm impressed with all of that. And I guess my wonder is, how long is SB 98 going to last? It would be nice to know when funding would go back to the scholars. So that's a huge wonder.
Great question. I'm going to go back. I think just real quick, 2 people just joined. So we're just sharing our wows and wonders, so you can kind of get some ideas from the screen of what people are wondering about and some things that they're excited about. So we'll come to you after. Alphabetically, we are on Melissa and then Michelle.
Hi everyone, hi Casey. I wanted to say that my one wow was that I wrote it down. In the midst of the global pandemic that's going on, I'm really impressed that we are all here and trying, considering everything that is going on and what people might have going on personally. And then my wonder is truthfully how to best support my scholars with their social emotional health. Obviously that happens at home with their parents, but you know, just for us also being a support for them. So thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Michelle.
Okay, I meant to get ready with the mute since this is new for me. Okay, my wow is I really enjoyed Avid. I've always been a fan of Avid. My colleague Karen Lewis came back last year all pumped up and just wanted to share all the strategies with me, and I was too overwhelmed with my own stuff. I didn't want her strategies on me. So it was kind of neat to get to be a part of it on my own and get to see. So my wow is I just enjoyed it way more than I thought I was going to. I thought it was just going to be another training that I had to get through. Sorry. I teared up too. They said, get you. Like, okay. My wonder, go get the Gatorade. My wonder is a little overwhelming because that's the basis of my wonder. So all the unknowns and how it's going to work, the whole new structure and all the new platforms. And even though I was lucky enough to do summer school and I've got a little hands-on experience, I'm still feeling overwhelmed. Like I'm still learning Zoom. I feel so amateurish with it. And it's just, I don't like that feeling. It's just overwhelming. And then like, as others mentioned, the new bill, I don't understand how that bill is legal. I don't understand how it's existing and how's that going to affect us, and are we never, like, I know this is silly, but are we never going to have new enrollment again? Like, I don't understand the bill. And I just feel like, I feel very overwhelmed right now with a lot of the new bill. And today was a good day, but it was very overpacked. So I'm like, how am I going to get it all in? So sorry, long-winded, but that's all of it.
Don't apologize. We appreciate you sharing. And we too have those questions. I think Monique is next and then Morgan.
Hi, my wow is our training schedule. Just wow, it was huge. So jumping in with wholehearted smiles and love seeing everyone. But and my wonder is how we're still going to navigate with the challenges that are going to still come with COVID. Overwhelmed families and testing as it unfolds with like LPAC and so yeah, everything that's going to still come with this year.
Great question. Thank you for sharing. Morgan.
Hi. My wow was
Avid this morning felt a lot more applicable to me this year, both with my new position at the OCLC as a teacher and then also with all of their new kind of digital take on everything. So I really enjoyed some of the tasks this morning. Not all of it, but some of it. And then my wonder is, I'm wondering how kind of what Michelle was saying, how all of this training is going to play out. I'm hoping that it sets us up for more success to start off the school year, because we've had some rough starts to school years in the past couple of years with all the changes, and it always feels like a crunch. So I'm hoping that with all of the trainings, we'll be prepared and it will go a lot smoother than before.
Thank you, Morgan, and I hope your kiddo's doing okay. Sorry if you
Thank
didn't
you.
want me to
Yeah.
share that. I was just thinking about
Yeah,
you.
no, he's much better, but it's just so hard to be on camera with him around.
I understand completely. Rachel and then Ruth.
Hi. My wow, when I turned on my email today, I didn't have a whole bunch of angry emails that I was expecting from some of my families, which was a plus, a positive surprise. And that kind of leads into my wonder of how we are going to navigate the crazy times with our families and our scholars and ourselves, like our daily lives and our daily schedules and responsibilities and the dark cloud that's kind of over us, and how we are all going to stay emotionally healthy.
Thank you for sharing, Rachel. Ruth and then Shalimar.
All right, so my wow was really, I think the Compass goal to graduate every senior is very ambitious, and I think it's necessary. I think it's good, but there's like a whole lot of wow, I think, going into that, especially working, I think, with the communities that we work with last year. So, you know, a lot of them are Spanish-speaking families that sometimes have a hard time supporting their scholars in that homeschool model of options. And I think that leads into my wonder, which is, you know, how to make AVID very meaningful for learning coaches who are used to a different type of model. And for us, I think it options is also bringing AVID to their home, or those strategies to the parent, and also navigating the bilingual, multilingual, multicultural aspects as well, while not being too stressed out and not feeling overwhelmed and stressed, like you know, last year was pretty stressful for us. So so yeah, that was my wonder.
Seeing a lot of patterns here, so thank you everybody for sharing. Shalimar?
Okay, hi everybody. My wow is that we have so many wonderful and dedicated teachers on our staff ready to provide our families with meaningful instruction, especially during the pandemic and all this craziness that has been happening. And my wonder is how all of our new systems and platforms work. And I have another one. And will I be able to learn anything from AVID that I can apply to my science scholars in grades 3 through 5? That's it.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I got everything.
Okay.
All right. Oh, I think Terry just unmuted. Were you next, Terry?
I think so, am I?
I think it was Susan, but I just saw you come up. So I think Susan and then Tiffany.
Hello. It's noisy behind me though, because all 5 of them are home. Well, 5 of the 6 are home, so sorry.
All good.
I wrote mine down too so that I would remember it. My wow was just getting on I think Saturday and looking at JJ's weekly update and seeing all of the special ed support we have this year. That is so exciting because they have worked so hard and needed so much support. So that is my wow. And my wonder, I kind of have two. One is I am curious to see how the new structures and teams will work together to bring the whole school together as one. And that's an exciting, like anticipatory wow or wonder. And then just kind of what is my new position gonna look like? And then I also said I'd say we forgot Heather.
For some reason, Heather didn't come up. I apologize, Heather. I promise we'll get to you after we get through, I think, Terry and then Tiffany. I apologize. Must have gone up and back up. Terry, you want to go? I think you're next.
Okay, hi. My wonder is, again, like a lot of people said, pretty overwhelmed, all the new systems. I've actually used Pathways before, so I'm hoping that that helps. But I'm kind of wow in that I'm hoping that I am able to absorb all that before I have to teach, so that those things are helpful. I can pass that on to to our scholars and help them. And my wonder is that I wonder if we, with what we're doing and what other teachers are doing online, will be part of kind of the larger solution for this sort of new world that we're facing or that we're in. I think we will be, but that's kind of my wonder.
Great point. Tiffany.
Hi, everyone. Okay, I have two wows. My first is the collective effort of all the summer staff to make this an outstanding year. And the second is gratitude for the OCLC staff and the like-mindedness that we share to continue to provide an outstanding educational experience for all scholars. My wonder is what applicable tools from Avid can I integrate into the classroom and empower families to do the same at home.
You have such a soothing voice. I wanted you to continue. I think I got everything. I apologize if I skipped over people. That was not my intention. And I know a couple people joined in late, but we'll start with Heather. And I'll go back up here to put you in alphabetically.
Okay, it's no worries. My wow is how I was just amazed by how big and how diverse and how deep our team is this year. It was pretty overwhelming when we were on that first Zoom. My wonder is super selfish. My first wonder is, when will I get to go back face to face with my scholars, because I miss them so much. But my second part of that is I wonder what the charter climate is going to look like after all of this. Like, will it be more favorable to us because people see our value, more people see our value, or will it be the opposite because we are a threat to traditional classrooms? So that's my wonder.
Great question. And you said charter culture, right?
Yeah.
Just want to make sure. Perfect. Thank you, Heather. And there were two people, I'm just scrolling down, that came in after. I apologize. You didn't get the link. Kelly.
Hi, I was in. My computer died because I hadn't charged it all day.
That's okay.
And so I heard you say, Gian, you're up next. And I was only 3 people away, and then my screen went black. So that was awesome. So I heard most of everybody's wows and wonders. But my wow is I had a new baby right before we hit summer. And so she smiled at the beginning of summer, and then I never looked at anything else again. And then I logged back on, this morning, and was very overwhelmed by the fact that it feels like we have all of the same staff but a totally different school. I feel like we just did this weird COVID time warp into a whole new school. So there's a lot of new things that it seems like are going on that we're learning in a month and then applying right away. And so I'm very thankful. Not thankful that the school can't grow, because I've had a lot of people reach out that I know that have been very interested in enrolling with our school, but I feel like with all of the new that we've got going on, the limitation on the growth might actually be an okay thing for the beginning of this year, so that we can adjust a little bit to all of the trainings and all the implementation of everything. My wonder is how the school might look if our enrollment does open again and we get a huge onslaught like we did in options at the beginning of the year last year, because that was a lot. So I'm just wondering if we have continuation plans for how that might impact the school if that does happen.
Great points. Thank you, Kelly, and congrats on being able to spend time with your baby this summer. I think I missed one person, but I'm going up and down the participants list and I don't see who I missed. Oh, Cynthia, I think. Cynthia.
Hi.
Hey, there you go.
Happened to me with Kelly. I was here in the beginning and my computer died. It didn't go back on easily when I got it plugged in. So thanks to Debbie Casper for sending me the link to get back on my laptop. My wow is also about how much we have to learn this month, and also about the size of our school and all the different divisions. And my wonder is more about who everyone is and the structure of the school and the different departments and what everyone's doing, and also just wondering about everything that's coming since it's all brand new, and Avid is new to me too. I've just heard bits and pieces over the past couple of years about it, so I'm glad we get to check it out.
Thank you, Cynthia. Did I miss anybody? I think I got everybody. All right, thank you all so much for sharing, and I see a lot of commonalities.
I think Miss Joyce Poplar.
Yeah, Joyce needs to go.
Did Joyce, is she here? There she is. Sorry, Joyce. My fault.
No, hi.
Hi. Sorry.
No worries. All right, my wow is all the great new platforms and applications that we have in the Avid training. And my wonder is what we'll continue to learn in the next couple of days for Avid. The training today was great, by the way.
Glad to hear that, Joyce. Thank you for sharing. Did I miss anyone? Please interrupt me. I think I got everybody, but obviously I thought that before and I missed poor Joyce, so I apologize. Did I get everybody? Okay. Thank you all so much for sharing those exciting new tools that you're learning today in Avid, as well as all of the wonders. And we have a lot of commonalities with that, as you can see. And what we're going to do with those wonders is bring it back to our leadership team. So the APs and the principals are going to collaborate on how we can alleviate some of those concerns, especially with kind of trying to find that balance. And as you will get to know, I am very flexible, and I understand that you all have a different situation going on with COVID right now. You either have spouses home, kids to teach, homeschool now. Maybe you weren't familiar with the homeschool environment. Now you're homeschool parents yourself. So I completely understand that we're going to have to be very flexible as we navigate through this uncertain time. And please, Ashley and I are here to support you. So please reach out when you're feeling overwhelmed, stressed, have a question. GChat, we prefer GChat. I know that's a different tool than some of you options folks are used to. But if you prefer Workplace, we will get to you, but may not be as instantaneous as GChat. We're quick with GChat. We typically respond immediately. So excuse the delay as we're going back and forth between those communication tools. Oh, Aviva, yeah, I saw Aviva come in. Aviva, we just finished our wows and wonders, and we're just kind of taking a look at those commonalities. Do you need us to mute so you can say something, or are you just here to observe? Just want to make sure we
I'm popping into each meeting just to see if anybody needs me for anything, but you guys have this under control. This is an awesome team, awesome leadership, amazing members of this team who all have strengths. So I don't think I'm needed in here at all.
Thank you for popping in. Just want to make sure if you had an update, I wanted to give you that time.
Thanks. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Okay, team, as I promised, I didn't want to keep you. I know it's been a full day and it's going to be a full month. What I want to leave you with today is thinking about, as we said before, thinking about your role, your contribution to the WIG. If you're an elementary school teacher, you may not think this is applicable. You know, graduation, that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years from now. But think about, this is going to be a school-wide goal that is constantly improving and adjusting every single year. So how are you going to prepare our scholars in ensuring that we are going to have 100% of our eligible scholars graduate by June 2021? What is your role? What is your responsibility? What is your contribution? How are you going to work with your teams in order to achieve this goal? You might want to start G-chatting or talking on Workplace with your teams. You might not really know how they look like at this point, but you might know, okay, I'm going to be an elementary school teacher. I know that. You might want to chat with, if I'm Crystal, I might want to chat with Monique and start that collaboration. If I'm Erica, I might want to chat with Jen, for example, because I know I'm probably going to be a middle school teacher. If I'm Linda Larson and Heather, I might want to start chatting because I know I'm going to be at the OCLC or that model, right? So thank you, team, so much. Ashley, did I leave anything out? I know we went a little longer than we were planning, because I know it's been a long day.
That was great. It was awesome to see everybody, to get the whole team all in one spot.
Yes, it's so good to see everybody's faces. And I know we were talking about those wonders too. One of our goals, I think it's going to be on the 14th. I'll have to double check my calendar. But after we learned Avid, we're going to have a session on what now. We learned all these tools. What are some best practices? How can we deliver these tools to our families? How can we show these tools to our LCs and apply them into the homeschool environment? How can we apply them into our learning labs in those live sessions? So I believe I put that on our calendar for the 14th. Again, we have so many trainings, I can't keep track of the dates, but I put that in there. So we're gonna use that department time to apply those tools and best practices. Okay. All right, you have an hour and a half for self-directed time. I would clean up your emails from 1920, get yourself organized in terms of maybe making Google folders. So essentially just clear out 1920, go through your summer email. Some of you might wanna make appointments with the benefits provider this week. Set up your calendars. What else? Oh, another really good tool is Mighty Text. We can kind of have a bigger discussion or a larger discussion on that piece later, but in case you're unfamiliar with Mighty Text, it aligns with your work phone, but it's on your computer. So we know our work phone is hit or miss. If you sign up for Mighty Text and implement your number on the actual app, it's more of like a computer tool application, and you can add images and text real time. If you want to send progress, you can take a screenshot and send it just like a text. So look into that too. It's a really awesome tool that you could utilize this year. So things like that in the next hour and a half, I would use that self-directed time. I hope you have a wonderful day and good luck tomorrow in Avid. We'll touch base soon. Any last
Casey,
minute?
this is Elaine. I have a question that's specific to summer school. So can we just let everyone else filter out?
absolutely. Any other last minute questions, concerns?
Hi, I had a question. When you communicate, this is just a logistical question. When you communicate with us, like as a San Diego team, sorry, being from the options department, it's like, do you send it to all of us, or is it going to be an email, or?
So in terms of just the normal, regular day-to-day updates, it's going to be sent to the group, but whatever is applicable to options, it's just, I created groups in my own personal calendar, email, my contacts. So it just depends on the situation, but we have our own CCS San Diego at compasscharters.org.
And do we have a workplace group yet, Case? Do you know? David?
I think Miguel was setting that up.
Okay.
I'm not 100% on that. I think he set it up.
You should take, so that when we switched teams before, it took a little bit. So hopefully they'll get rid of the teams that are no longer teams in workplace, and we can get our new teams in there too. So that's another way to get information out there. But I know just a workplace post doesn't always work. I know I miss them all the time. So we'll try our best to send it in different ways. And as we get to know you guys, we'll know who prefers which method, and just make sure that we're getting it out there for everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Any other questions? I'll hang back Elaine too for summer school. All right, if you don't have any other questions, feel free to pop off. If you think of something, go ahead and G-chat us or workplace group us or whatever it's called, workplace chat. See how I'm unfamiliar with workplace. Hope you have a great day. Take care, everybody.